I'm Nate Mercereau.
Josh Johnson.
Carlos Niño.
We're Openness Trio. You're watching First Look.
Carlos, Nate, and Josh have just released an album called Openness Trio on Luno Records. It's a really evocative and impressionistic musical conversation between three really brilliant and tuned-in musicians. Congratulations on this incredible record, guys.
Thanks, Con.
Let's talk about the concept of openness. It's in the title of the record, and mainly about the way it pertains to how you guys made this record.
Yeah, that's a word that came up a lot when we would start playing together, because we would come with like no real preconceived idea except that we all live our lives and we come together and bring our whole life to that moment. So we're open to each other, ourselves, and bringing all that into how we create together. So the word was something that you thought of really early on related to this group, and it kind of just stayed there throughout the process. So when it came time to put out a record that was actually all three of us, the word was kind of waiting there.
How do you prepare for a show like this? How do you face down self-consciousness in order to get in a place where the music just flows on you?
For me, I think what I listen to on the way feels important. I think I'm often looking for something that kind of embodies that spirit that we've been talking, and something that makes me just listen more deeply, or encourages me to listen more deeply. And outside of that, I don't know. I think there's so much when I no matter where I've come from, when I arrive and I see both of them, okay, we're good.
That's how I feel too.
We're good.
Like I love you guys.
Yeah.
So like when we show up, I'm not self-conscious around you at all, and like not as a person and not musically. I'm just like bringing what I've been up to. I know you do that too, and I have a lot of curiosity about what both of you do in your lives and what you're up to creatively. It's like really one thing, but so when everybody brings that, there's just this feeling of like actual excitement and like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like we're showing up for whatever that's gonna be. And we also have found things through doing that have become kind of themes that places we can go creatively too. So like there's a familiarity in that as well. So it's like you can kind of call that a piece of music, or you can call it like a place that we've existed before.
How much structure is there before you start playing?
There's no structure. I feel like what there is like this feeling of swimming or of dancing. Not that there isn't structure in swimming and dance, there can be, or going on a hike with friends, or having a conversation and considering all your feelings, like as well as you possibly can in the moment. The structure is that we're physical, we're like here. There's things we might be processing or thinking about and feeling, but the form musically is unstructured. It's open to anything, and anything is possible. Like anything that anybody does is supported. I feel like it's not overemphasized or over followed or overheard by any one of us, but anything is available.
The three of you are all accomplished record makers. I love the fact that you sort of have torn down the traditional walls of a recording studio, and that you take the studio out into the wild. How did that come about?
That began for me, at least based on the circumstances that we were in 2020 and 2021, when things kind of were shutting down. So there were no places to really play. So we pretty quickly transitioned into like, oh, we're going to play in Orange Grove. We're going to play in a courtyard of a house. We're going to play places like that. And for me, it became something that was like, oh, this should be the norm, like Not to say I hadn't ever played outside before, but the amount that we did it and the ways that we did it felt really just right. So yeah.
We'd bring the recording session to that. So the remote became part of the whole gathering. And even if there were people there, it wasn't so much about like a live concert, although it's not unlike that. I don't think of it as a live album, but we are in an array of environments.
I think too, in the time that I've known Carlos, I feel like you were one of the first people that kind of hit me to, it seems so obvious, but like record everything. Like, oh, well, you know, like there's so much magic, you know, that we get to experience. Maybe you recorded something and it's not something that we return to, it speaks to you, but like maybe it's, you know, your favorite thing you've ever, you know?
Oh yeah.
And like, I don't know, there's something about the practice and too of documenting what's happening around you.
Yeah, we record everything with this group, like everything. And it ends up as something always, you know, I don't know which part necessarily, but also, you know, having all these different recordings from different places, different environments, and then also mixing them and continuing that creative process and adding overdubs or highlighting moments with other production elements, like letting that part of the process also be as free as when we're all three of us together.
One of my favorite songs on the record is Hawk Dream. Tell us a little bit about that one.
That one was from, we played at a house in Ojai. We were kind of in the back in front of a fireplace, like an outdoor fireplace, and there were a few people there. And we had a view of the mountain range up there, the Topa Mountains, and there were just like so many hawks flying while we were playing. So it was really just kind of a simple thing of like that music happened there. This is what was occurring. And it feels like that piece of music came out of just being in the presence of that thing and kind of responding to it and also making known how we feel too. Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of it. All right, that's Hawk Dream from Nate Mercereau, Carlos Niño, and Josh Johnson from their album Openness Trio. Guess maybe that's the name of the group too.
Yeah, it's an album and group name. Yeah.
Good. Guys, thank you for a beautiful album, man. I really enjoy putting this on. I'm tremendously moved by this music. You've done a brilliant job.
Yeah, thank you. We're really excited to be putting it out with Blue Note too.
Yeah, I'm really stoked you guys get it. I feel like the whole team gets it. So when I listened to the test pressing and I was just like, this is gorgeous. That's props to you guys too. Thank you for seeing it through. It's meaningful, you know? Yeah.
Thank you. And thanks for being here today. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time on First Look.
If you enjoyed First Look and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and also click the bell icon. That way, you'll be notified when we post our next video.